Here in Duluth, we're learning more about a home invasion that happened hours before a downtown homicide. Two men now charged with aggravated robbery. Those two men have been identified as Houle and Steven Shotley. Police say Houle lives in the Firehouse Flats building near East 3rd Street and 1st Avenue East. According to those court documents, around 10:30 the night of June 14th, both he and Shotley broke into another unit in that building. Police say they assaulted a man in that unit and stole $1,500 in cash from him before running off. That victim was badly hurt and taken to the hospital, and then at some point he called a friend from Minneapolis to pick him up. That's when police say Antonio Hendon and Amber Walker headed north to Duluth. Hours later, police say Hendon fatally shot Cody Talega at the Firehouse Flats apartments. Talega lived in that same unit where the home invasion occurred, but it's still unclear what may have motivated Hendon to shoot him. Hendon was later charged with Talega's murder.